Hi, how are you? Welcome to our channel. I am Dr. PV Kishore. How are you? I hope everybody fine. Keep smiling. So we will move to our today's topic. Next, types of tariff. First, we will see the definition of tariff. The tariff definition: the rate at which electrical energy is supplied to a consumer is known as tariff. Cost of producing electricity depends upon the magnitude of electricity consumed by load. Tariff fixation has to be given to different types of consumers, example industrial, domestic and commercial. Tariff fixing for different consumers is more complicated. Next, various types of electricity tariff. First one, simple tariff. In this type of tariff, a fixed rate is applied for each unit of the energy consumed. It is known as uniform tariff. The rate per unit of energy does not depend upon the quantity of energy used by a consumer. The price per unit 1 kilowatt hour of energy is constant. This energy consumed by the consumer is recorded by the energy meter. Maybe graphically it can be represented as follows. Advantages: simplest method, easily understandable and easy to apply. Each consumer has to pay according to his utilization. Disadvantages: there is no discrimination. Disadvantages: there is no discrimination according to the different types of consumers. The cost per unit is high. There are no incentives and attractive features that makes the consumer use more electricity. If a consumer does not consume any energy in a particular month, the supplier cannot charge any money even though the connection provided to the consumer has its own costs. Application generally applied to tube well used for irrigation purpose. Second one, flat rate tariff. Flat rate tariff. In this tariff, different types of consumers are charged at different rates of cost per unit 1 kilowatt hour of electrical energy consumed. Different consumers are grouped under different categories. Then each category is charged money at a fixed rate similar to simple tariff. The different types are decided according to the consumers, their loads and load factors. Graphically, it can be represented as follows. Advantages: more fair to different consumers, simple calculations. Disadvantages: a particular consumer is charged at a particular rate, but there are no incentives for consumers since different rates are decided according to different loads. Separate meters need to be installed for different loads such as light loads, power loads, etc. This makes the whole arrangement complicated and expensive. All the consumers in a particular category are charged at same rates. However, it is fairer if the consumer that utilize more energy be charged at lower fixed rates. Application generally applied to domestic consumers. Third one, block rate tariff. In this tariff, the first block of energy consumed consisting of a fixed number of units is charged at a given rate, and the succeeding blocks of energy, each with a predetermined number of units, are charged at progressively reduced rates. The rate per unit in each block is fixed. For example, The first 50 units, first block may be a charge 3 rupees per unit. Next 30 units, second block 2 rupees 50 paise. Third block 30 units, 2 rupees per unit. Graphically it can be represented as follows. Advantages: only one energy meter is required. Incentives are provided for the consumers due to reduced rates. Hence, consumers use more energy. This improves load factor and reduces cost of generation. Disadvantages: if a consumer does not consume any energy in a particular month, the supplier does not change any money even though the connection provided to the consumer has its own cost. Application generally apply to residential and small commercial consumers. Next, fourth one, two-part tariff. In this tariff scheme, the total cost charged to the consumers consists of two components. One is fixed charges and running charges. It can be expressed as total cost equal to capital A kilowatts plus capital B kilowatt hour in rupees, where capital A is equal to charge per kilowatt of maximum demand, that is capital A is constant, which when multiplied with maximum demand kilowatt it gives the total fixed cost. Capital B is equal to charge per kilowatt hour of energy consumed, that is capital B is a constant which when multiplied with units consumed kilowatt hour gives total running charges. The fixed charges will depend upon maximum demand of the consumer, and the running charges will depend upon the energy consumed. The fixed charges are due to the interest and depreciation of the capital cost of buildings and equipments, taxes, and a part of operating cost which is independent of energy generated. On the other hand, the running charges are due to the operating cost which varies with variation in generated or supplied energy. Advantages: if a consumer does not consume any energy in a particular month, the supplier will get the return equal to the fixed charges. Disadvantages: even if a consumer does not use any electricity, he has to pay the fixed charges regularly. The maximum demand of the consumer is not determined, hence there is error of assessment of maximum demand, and hence conflict between the supplier and the consumer. Application generally applied to industrial consumers with applicable maximum demand. So maximum demand tariff, fifth one, maximum demand tariff. In this tariff, the energy consumed is charged on the basis of maximum demand. The units consumed by him is called maximum demand. The maximum demand is calculated by maximum demand meter. This removes any conflict between the supplier and the consumer, as it were the two-part tariff. It is similar to two-part tariff. Application generally applied to large industrial consumers. Sixth one, power factor tariff. In this tariff scheme, the power factor of the consumer load is also considered. We know that, so power factor is important parameter in power system. For optimal operation, the power factor must be high. Low power factor will cause more losses and imbalance of the system. Hence, the consumers which have low power factor loads will be charged more. It can be further divided into the following types. In this first one, kilovolt ampere maximum demand tariff. In this type of tariff, the fixed charges are made on the basis of maximum demand in kilovolt ampere instead of kilowatt. We know that power factor is equal to kilowatt by kVA. Hence, the power factor is inversely proportional to kVA demand. Hence, a consumer having low power factor load will have to pay more fixed charges. This gives the incentive to the consumers to operate their load at high power factor. Generally, the suppliers ask the consumers to install power factor correction equipment. Second one, kilowatt and kilovolt ampere reactive tariff. In this tariff scheme, the active power kilowatt consumption and the reactive power kVAR consumption is measured separately. Of course, a consumer having low power factor load will have to pay more fixed charges. Third one, sliding scale tariff. In this type of tariff scheme, an average power factor, generally 0.8 lagging, is taken as a reference. Now, if the power factor of the consumer's loads is lesser than the reference, he is penalized accordingly. Hence, a consumer having low power factor load will have to pay more fixed charges. Also, if the power factor of the consumer load is greater than the reference, he is awarded with the discount. This gives incentives to the consumers. It is usually applied to large industrial consumers. Seventh one, three-part tariff. In this scheme, the total costs are divided into three sections: fixed cost, semi-fixed cost and running cost. So total charges equal to capital A plus capital B kilowatt plus capital C kilowatt hour, where capital A is equal to fixed charges, capital B equal to charge per kilowatt of maximum demand, that is capital B is the constant which when multiplied with the maximum demand kilowatt gives the total fixed cost. Capital C equal to charge per kilowatt hour of energy consumed, that is capital C is constant, which when multiplied with units consumed kilowatt hour gives total running charges. Applications. This type of tariffs is generally applicable for big consumers. Thank you.